adaptions. It's gone a bit quiet at the minute. I had Monday, Monday. I had a knock on the door, and it was a chap that had come to lower my shower curtain rail. It took him 3 goes to lower it. He says, "Is this low enough? Is this low enough?" And I was like, I wanted the curtain touching the floor. It's not entirely touching the floor, but I do think we don't have standing water all around here, so it seems to be doing the job. But I did ask him, I said, I've got one that's like an L shape, so I want it to sort of end around here. So it's like an L shape, so it'll go in there. But instead, he was like, "Oh, I can't do that." And so the rail literally sits right about halfway over my sink. So I just hate having shower curtains all around this area, because if I need help with washing my hair, I've got to get in with my chair because my care lady comes, and then we've got a shower curtain to fight with, and at the minute it's here. And it just pisses me off. I just want it more functional for me. But the council guy was, "Oh, I can't do that." So anyway, I phoned them up, because the last email that I had from the OT was basically, I need to phone up the council people and my housing, and I need to speak to them myself over it. It's like, I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, and nothing's happening. So I thought, you know what? This is over 6 months. We're almost in 7 months here, and we've hit like a wall where nothing happens. I've had no communication from anybody over anything, and I said I didn't want a workman turning up like he did on Monday to do my shower rail. It actually was proved to be, for me, quite handy, because I think Percy had been trying to climb one of my curtains in the living room, and I woke up to an almighty crash. I had the curtain pole come down, and also the wood that the pole was fixed to come down, and I was like, "Can you sort this out whilst you're here with your drill and stuff?" And he was like, "Yeah, I can do that." So anyway, he put silicone sealant on and stuff like that, but he said that the nails that were drilled into the wall weren't even in the wall, it was just sitting outside the wall. And I was like, wonderful, so this has been an accident waiting to happen all this time. And he was like, yeah. So anyway, he didn't put the pole back up because he says it needs to set the silicone. So I was like, fine. I didn't want that pole anyway. I want to get a new one. So I've just left it where I can't get it back up there. And the curtains were horrible. They were just caked in cat hairs. The last person to do the changing of the curtains was one of the care ladies that was a friend of mine that doesn't do it anymore. So I phoned up. I just was really upset last night with losing Minnie and also the stress, and I just thought, if all this adaptions work was done a lot sooner, I wouldn't have lost her yesterday. She'd still be here. They would all be getting on. And I told the lady that. I said that on the phone, I said the stress that's been undergoing from being shut in the living room and the other cats all in there with her, and it just made like a really big environment that was horrible. And the 2 younger ones just were like, that's mine, the floor's mine, the bowl's mine. Everything's mine, and you can't be a part of it. So they singled her out and bullied her terribly. So I said, I want to know what's going on, because I said, I don't want to lose any more cats. I said, I lost one a month ago, exactly to the day. And his was down to stress from builders, but his heart as well. And, and all the dust and everything flying around, and it was all congested, and his chest was like really chesty, and it was just horrible. And she says, "Oh, I'm a cat owner myself, I completely understand." She says, "I'll it's just give us a list of what adaptions need doing. And it's like trying to remember like a generation game. And it's only when she went and found somebody to speak to that I remembered extra bits. And I was like, when she come back on the phone, I said, can you note also this and this needs doing? And she said, yeah. She says, she is right. In a couple of weeks, they've been talking about you actually behind the scenes. So if you feel that nothing's being done, don't worry. They are talking about outstanding works and what needs to be done. And your name has been mentioned and your address quite a few times. So I said, oh, that's good. I told them about the shower curtain, the rail, and how shit it is and how unfunctional it is for me. Can they put me this one up? And she says, oh, well, I'll make a note of it and see if someone can sort that out for you, which is great. So yeah, there's that side of things. But apparently there's somebody going to phone up from the door, because I said I struggled massively to get out through my door with a cat carrier and a chair and to hold the door open. And I said it's super heavy. The mechanism to this one is really harder to fight against. And I said, you try getting out with a door and a carrier and a chair to manoeuvre. I said, it's really hard. And then to come back in with shopping bags and stuff, I said, I was doing my nut. And she was like, not to worry. Someone will be calling you in the next 2 weeks to sort that out. Then the other bits, she says, that's going to be sorted out. You'll get calls to arrange a date to sort that out. So yeah, fingers crossed, it's all going to be done. I've just had a phone call because I mentioned about the mould in my son's room, that he's got reoccurring mould. And someone's coming out. I've just had a phone call. Someone's coming out next week to come and have a look at that. So that's great. At least that's underway. But yeah, so hopefully it's going to be finished shortly. Because I just want it done now. I mean, we're like halfway through and then stopped. The living room doorway needs widening. I've still got, I'm trying to think now, the sink needs doing in the bathroom. I need the side lowering still in the kitchen. I still need the taps sorting out. Flooring in the hallway to be done last. The doorway to be sorted out. So there's still quite a fair bit to be done. And then it's got to be checked over, see what else needs sorting out, because there's holes and gaps and all over the place from the last idiots that were here, Broad Oak, that didn't do what they were supposed to do. Awful builders. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks, and if they don't they don't make another phone call, I shall be phoning them again until they're bloody sick to the back teeth of me phoning, and then that'll be that. I just want them to just finish off and fuck off in a nutshell. And then I can start looking at getting people in to, decorate for me and make it look nice. And I've got to work appointments. I've got Minnie now no longer here, but I've got Gizmo I want to get to the vets because he's the oldest cat and I just want to make sure he's okay. And then Elsa as well with her fur and whether she's got thyroid issue or something else that needs sorting out. So yeah, and then the 3 younger ones, they're pretty okay. They'll be dealt with at another time, but the 2 older ones now, I just want to make sure they're okay so I don't lose any more cats. So yeah, anyhow, I'm going to go off, but I just thought I'd do a little update of what's going on. I just can't wait to get this kitchen, as I'm sitting in the bathroom, kitchen done, but also the bathroom complete as well. I'm fed up with putting things in, having them all set up and trying to live in an environment and then find I've got to move things because it's all dusty and horrible and that. So yeah, so there we have it. Right, loving and leaving and all that shit. Catch you later. Bye.